You did touch on the sale already. So we'll just complete it and then move on to other assets.
Thank you.
Right? So today we're purely dealing with assets.
Thank you.
All right. But I might ask you maybe some few administrative questions.
Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Jallow, the Attorney General filed an ex parte motion on the 2nd day of January 2018, and the court delivered its order in respect to that motion on the 3rd day of January 2018. Prior to filing this application before the High Court, did you at any point in time have discussions with the Attorney General with regards to this application?
Yes, there was a meeting between me and the Attorney General, and when he called me to his office in respect of an affidavit that was supposed to accompany the application for the sales order. Yes, I indeed had a word with him on that. It was already prepared and I signed.
Mr. Jallow, who else was present at this meeting?
If my memory could serve me well, we were the only two at the time in his office. It was just for me to come and sign the affidavits in respect of the application for sale.
Mr. Jallow, why was it necessary that the Attorney General chose you to be the deponent of this said affidavit? Why not the clerks, like the clerks at the chambers, at the AG chambers, like all the other applications he had made before the High Court with regards to this issue? Why did you, as a Registrar General, there were state councils, senior state councils, but you as Registrar General, why were you chosen to depose to this affidavit?
That would be within his knowledge to answer. That would not be for me. It was his decision to invite me, so I wouldn't know why he chose only me.
Did you not raise this issue when you were asked to sign the affidavit, or you were just asked to sign and you did?
I am a staff of the Ministry of Justice. I'm not supposed to say no to that because it was in order, so I cannot say no to that kind of an request.
My question is whether you said no.
No, I wouldn't say no.
I did not even say that. Okay. My question is,
yes,
when you were asked to sign this affidavit, didn't you have any concerns or any questions? You were just asked to sign and you signed.
I don't have any concerns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. I believe you were given a copy of this affidavit the last time you were here?
No, not yet.
You were not given a copy? Secretariat, kindly give the witness this copy.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Jallow. There are two. Actually, there are three attachments pleaded to.
Yes.
There are three documents pleaded to in that affidavit.
Yes.
Let's take a look. It's attached after the affidavit. AJ, the first one referred to in paragraph 7.
Paragraph 7?
Of the affidavit?
Yes.
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 It's pleaded there. There's a attachment. If you turn, you'll see it. It's your report to the.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You found it?
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, it's your report to. Was it a letter and attached inventory submitted to the commission, to the lead counsel of the commission.
Correct.
And AJ1 being your letter to the Chief of Defense Staff.
Correct.
Then AJ2 deposed to in paragraph 10
Yes.
Then AJ2 deposed to in paragraph 10 is also attached. You have that attachment? Being the commission's order. So, Mr. Jallow, before we even get more into the High Court's order, let's take a look at the commission's order.
Which of the orders?
That's the last order, the commission of inquiry, its order.
Its order.
Not the High Court. It's the marked AJ2. It's at the back. It's the last attachment to the motion.
Okay. Yes, it's here.
Okay. So, at the top of the order, the commission is making reference to your report. And I believe the report marked EJ.
Okay.
Stating that, let me just read the whole paragraph.
Please.
The Registrar General's report addressed to the Chief of Defense Staff contains allegations that one Major Jammeh has slaughtered 400 cattle for unknown purposes. When did you receive information about Major Jammeh slaughtering cattle?
The very day we went to Farato for the inventory.
Okay. It was the very day you went to Farato.
Yeah.
Do you remember the date?
No, I cannot remember unless if you can.
Actually, just take a look at the reports you've sent to the commission.
And the reports.
It's all attached to the affidavit. You can take your time.
Yeah. For sake of time, maybe if you look at the document on the inventory for Farato Banjulundi would provide the date. It should be there. Unless if it is not attached here, let me just refer myself to this one. If you have it there, check please. It should be on the date there. The date should be indicated.
Yes, just read out the date for the committee, please.
You mean with that date?
Yes.
If you have a copy of the inventory at
does your copy contain that?
Yeah.
Well, you can just take a look at the High Court's own documents.
Okay, all right.
After the attachments to AJ, just AJ. Before you get to AJ1, it's the last page before AJ1 actually.
Okay, let me just confirm this.
You found it? Or does your copy not contain it?
Let us wait. Not yet. Not yet. I cannot find it. I've not found it yet.
Is your copy not clear?
This one is not readable at all.
All right.
Yes, it's not readable at all. It's not legible at all. It's all faded.
The heading should say report on Farato and Banjalinding farm.
Yeah, you cannot read it from here.
Okay. It states that on the 28th day of June 2017,
correct,
the task force enforcing the order freezing assets of the former president visited the farms herein above mentioned. All right, so the team was received by Major Salif Ukor, who is currently the officer designated by the Military High Command to oversee the administration of the said farms. At Farato?
That's correct.
You stated that the cattle that were slaughtered,
yeah,
they were slaughtered in which farm did you say? Banjalinding or
Farato and Banjalinding.
Okay, so the 400 is between Farato and Banjalinding.
Between Farato and Banjalinding.
Okay, not a specific farm. All right. Very well. So amongst the items you found in Banjalinding and Farato, let's just go to Farato first. You found 79 heads of cattle, 13 sheep, 4 tractors, 19 containers, 1 delivery motorbike, roadworthy, 1 mini truck, 1 bulldozer, 1 milling machine, and 2 plows in Farato. And in Banjulinding, you found 33 heads of cattle, 15 ducks, 15 goats, 2 sheep, 1 delivery motorbike.
Yeah.
So, who informed you when you visited these 2 farms that Major Yahya Jammeh had slaughtered 400 cattle?
The farm attendants.
Okay.
Yeah.
They informed you?
Yeah, in the presence of Major Corps.
Is there a chance that when you went to these 2 farms, that you perhaps maybe found some pigs or other type of domestic animals?
No.
Okay. So 400 cattle slaughtered, and then you wrote to this was on 28th day of June, 2017. Then you alerted the authorities, you alerted the Chief of Defense Staff.
Correct.
Did he ever respond to you, the Chief of Defense Staff, or to the Ministry of Justice?
If he does, maybe to the Ministry of Justice, and if he does also, I have not received that reply.
But you wrote the letter to the Chief of Defense Staff?
Indeed, that's correct.
Okay, but you're not sure whether he responded or not?
No, not to my knowledge.
Very well. So you went to the farm on the 28th day of June.
Correct.
And then you wrote to the Chief of Defense Staff on the 5th day of July. Is there a reason there's about a week gap?
Yeah, there will be a reason, because I would not really write to him directly. I will have to write to the ministry first, and then I will have instructions to write a letter outside my ministry.
But in this instance, after Farato and Banjulinding, did you have a discussion about this issue? Of course, the inventory was submitted to the AG via the SG. We talked about this on Tuesday. But was this perhaps a meeting called?
Well, one can call it a meeting, but we can also say it's just a discussion. Usually when you come, you do a briefing as to what transpired. That may not necessarily be written down, but at least to come and explain. So what was written down was, the letter, of course, informing Honorable Minister. But that, apart from the letter, I've also, explained to him by word of mouth.
All right. Can you just tell the committee what was discussed or what the conversation was about?
Basically, during our rounds of the visits to identify properties or to trace property, one of the places we visited was Farato Farms. Farato Farms, for the information of the committee, is a farm of the former president where a lot of animals were kept, and the general impression is that the Farato Farms was full of animals. Myself, that's my impression, until when we got inside and found that there were only 79 heads of cattle. In fact, the 9th one had calved the night before we got there. So we took inventory of what was in Farato Farms, everything that was there, including those items which were reportedly taken by the said Major Yahya Jammeh. So thereafter we moved on and did all the inventories in Banjulinding as well. And immediately after that, I asked that we should have a brief meeting to understand what their constraints are at the farms. So we had a brief meeting, and I told them that whatever we discussed will be reflected in the letter that in the report that I will be submitting to the Ministry of Justice. That was what happened, and they of course highlighted their problems. One being that the cattle they lack feed. 2 being the veterinary services that they used to receive are ceased, and of course the fact that the cattle have been liquidated by this said Major Yahya Jammeh. And that was what triggered the report. And so I prepared the report for the Honorable Attorney General for his attention. And subsequently, as you may know, most of these properties are in the care of the Army. We had to write to the Chief of Defense Staff, of course, recommending that an investigation be carried out to understand why this thing happened.
Very well. So, Mr. Jallow.
Yes, please.
Let's take a look at the inventory you prepared, the livestock and animals in Kanilai. Take a look at that page.
Yes, please.
Oh, before we talk about the animals you found in Kanilai, did the farm managers in Banjulinding and Farato ever inform you that perhaps there were cattle that went for grazing before you did your... No, I'm not talking about 400.
No, yes.
Whether there were cattle that went for grazing and were not present at the farm the day you visited, did they ever inform you?
Banjulinding and Farato are different from Kanilai. Banjulinding and Farato, the cattle are in enclosed pens, so they do not go out.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kanilai. You're taking a look at the report?
Yes, okay. It's before me.
All right. So just take us through when you went to Kanilai, specifically for animals. Take us through.
For Kanilai,
who you spoke to there in Kanilai, and
Major Alieu was the farm manager at the time. So when we got there, in fact, I think the last point we got to was the cattle. So in fact, when I was going to Kanilai, I never expected that there were cattle at Kanilai until when I got there. So they took me to where the cattle is, and we told them that we needed to do a count as long as we are there. So we did, but it was very early, so to speak, because we will, if we have to go to Kanilai, you will leave early. So we got there, and we had to do a head count. And what made it easy for us is, well, they were in herds. According to Major Alieu, he decided to, to put them in different herds to make it easy to account for them. So that is how we proceeded, and we did a head count. And then, we left. We just recorded, and then we left. Then the zebras and the other we also saw, and then we recorded and left. But in Kanilai, it's different. It's a vast area. I understand it's about 10 kilometers, the size. So it's different from Banjulunding and Farad, where they are in enclosed pens.
All right. So in Kanilai, you found 634 cattle.
Correct. That's what we counted on that day. That's correct.
Did Major Alieu or the other security personnel tell you about cattle going grazing?
No, does that not meaning that they are not present, or?
Yes.
No.
So they told you this is all the cattle that was present.
Exactly.
In Kanilai.
Exactly.
Okay.
In fact, on that particular day, I wouldn't know how they go, whether they are released, go into the bush to graze. I wouldn't know. I only found that the herds were there, and we counted and we left.
Okay. So all this counting was done in one day?
Yes, it's possible. It's all one day. This will not even take you a long time to do, because they are all, in herds, in separate herds.
Mr. Jallow, you said the counting of these 600 cattle will not take an entire day.
It cannot take an entire day.
All right. So the point I'm trying to get to is, were the cattle aggressive or chaotic at any point in time, making it difficult for the counting to be completed? Or was it just very easy to just count the cattle?
Aggressiveness will arise where you are interacting with the cattle. But where you are merely looking at cattle and counting, aggressiveness will not arise in such a situation. So that one is an easy process. You found them, you can count, record, and leave. But if you want to engage the cattle, maybe you want to hold onto a cattle, that's where the aggressiveness will manifest. So for me, that does not manifest on that day.
So you were able to count the cattle without anyone getting close to the cattle. So you were able to count from a distance.
It's possible. That is very possible. From a distance, You will not be at a distance, you will be there. That is very possible.
So no, I'm not asking whether it's possible. I'm asking, did you count from a distance?
We were there. If you say from a distance, what do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, you said the cattle were put in herds,
yes.
different groups.
Yes.
In enclosed places.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Was
not enclosed spaces. That is
okay.
that is Farado and Banjulu.
Banjulu. So they were
for Kanilai, they are in herds. They are in herds.
Okay.
So herd by herd, you will count and take your records and then tally.
But the cattle was free to roam.
Yeah, but they are in the herds. That's what I'm saying. Later on, they will be left to go and roam.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you don't understand the nature of cattle.
So, Mr. Jallow, what I'm trying to ascertain here is
yes.
that where the cattle, I want to know how you were able to arrive at this specific figure. If the cattle were around to roam, and you said the place is what, 10 kilometers, the cattle were roaming about, how did you ensure that you did not make mistakes with cattle coming and going? So I just want you to tell us your methodology. I'm sure it's not a secret of a trade.
I know,
so just tell us.
You are trying to draw a formula. Council, the only possible inference you can draw is that you are here, the cattle is here, you count, record, and leave. There is nothing else that you can explain in this circumstance. Remember, if you release cattle in the morning, they can wander. But in the evening, they are back. Whether somebody followed them or otherwise, that's the nature of cattle. They know where they return to in the evening. So that's it. So if you come early in the morning, you can count and you leave. And that has always been the case for cattle.
So you said the cattle were in herds. How many cattle were in the estimated number of cattle and in each herd, and how many herds were there?
I wouldn't know that.
You do not know. You do not know how many herds.
5 herds.
5 herds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the horses. How many horses did you find in Canada?
We recorded 8 horses.
Zebras.
We recorded 9.
Hyenas.
We recorded 7.
Rams.
We got 37.
Were these the only animals you found in Canada?
Yeah, that is what we found.
There were no other species?
No, not to our knowledge, except for the crocodiles that you mentioned, which you cannot count.
I did not mention crocodiles, but it's okay. Apart from crocodiles, so it was only crocodiles, apart that you did not include in your report?
Yeah,
okay.
That's correct.
Mr. Jallow.
Yes, please.
The Gambia Horse and Donkey Trust wrote to the Commission. Honorable Chair, I'm referring to the submissions of Mrs. Ami Bensouda, the binding that is marked documents 8 in bracket 2, 2018 to 2019.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we've not marked these, so it'll be a little, be a little bit tedious.
It is okay because most of us did not bring that along.
Okay.
You can go.
All right. So I'm just reading. So, Mr. Jallow, the Gambia Horse and Donkey Trust wrote to the Commission on the 3rd of June 2018, and the subject of their letter is the captive animals at Kanilai. That's what they titled their letter. And they wrote this letter because the Commission had sought help from them.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like writing a letter just to convey status of things.
Yeah.
But amongst the animals that they were given, or they were helping the Commission care for, are 6 hyenas, 1 camel,
1 camel, okay.
Yes. 1 bush buck.
Okay.
2 pythons and a large tortoise.
Okay.
Tortoise, sorry.
Okay. Tortoise, huh?
Yes. So, a camel. Did you find a camel in Kanilai?
No, we did not find camel.
You did not find a camel in Kanilai?
No, we did not find a camel.
And the security personnel did not inform you that there were camels in Kanilai?
No, no.
A bush buck?
No.
Okay. Pythons?
No.
You did not find pythons in Kanilai?
No, we didn't. We didn't.
No other animals apart from the ones you've listed here?
This is the only thing I found. In fact, even for zebras, I was surprised to find zebras there. I wouldn't know that they have zebras there, these rare species.
This is a year after you visited this place, by the way.
Yeah.
They found these animals there a year.
A year after.
A year after your visit.
That's very possible because you only deal with what you found on the ground. And you can only deal with something if information is given to you. So when you got to the ground and you find whatever you find, that is what you record. If you are not told that there are other things that exist, then you wouldn't know and you cannot record that. So it's possible they are there, but we were never informed.
All right, Mr. Jallow, now let's go back to the High Court's order. So the application, you signed the affidavit, application was filed, and
Correct.
then the court delivered its order on the 3rd of January.
Correct.
After the order was delivered, were you informed?
No, I was not informed when the order was delivered, but later on I got to know that the order has been delivered by the High Court.
Okay, how did you learn about the order being delivered after?
It was because of my interaction with Modu Musa, because it was brought to their attention that they will be conducting the sales. That is how I got to know it, because we are all working in the same team.
So Modu, the AG did not inform you that the High Court had discharged or released the livestock?
He may have, but sometimes I may forget that AG has informed me directly. But I know also that I had a word with Musa that in fact there was an order for sale, and the order has empowered them to proceed and do the sales. But of course I discussed with AG at some point about it. But always I will discuss with AG. Most of these things I will discuss with him.
All right. So how long after the order was delivered on 3rd January, what was the interval between the order being delivered and when you learned about the information of the order from Modu Musa?
I cannot tell, Counsel.
Okay.
I cannot remember. But I know I had an interaction with Honorable Tambedu, and then I also know from Modu that they are going to conduct the sales. But I cannot remember the interval.
Mr. Jallow, after you learned about this order, did you visit the office of the sheriff to discuss way forward?
No.
Are you sure?
I never went to sheriff's office to discuss anything. I never.
Did you call the sheriff?
I never called the sheriff.
Let me complete my sentence.
Okay.
Did you call the sheriff after you learned about this order?
No.
Talking to him or asking him about the execution of the order?
No. Ordinarily, I would not call him. That is purely within their purview to decide. I don't have, that mandate to decide for them what should happen. So I never discussed that with him. In terms of how they are going to proceed, we never discussed that. The order will tell them what to do.
Mr. Jallow, the Honorable Justice Tabali was the Honorable Sheriff at the time this order was delivered. Testified before this committee and stated that they learned, or he learned about the order because of a phone call you made, that you visited the office of the sheriff at the High Court and he wasn't present. He wasn't in office, and you called him to tell him that there's an order, delivered by the High Court, and that sale should be conducted by the sheriff, and that is how the sheriff first learned about, that is how he, the sheriff, first learned about the order. What do you have to say to that?
Maybe his mind eluded him, but you being counsel, knowing very well how the judiciary is with the Ministry of Justice,
So,
I think...
Mr. Jallow, just answer the question.
I'm answering. I will put context so that you understand.
Yeah.
You being counsel know very well that orders of court emanate from the judiciary. Who else will be the first person to receive those orders of court? Is it a third party outside the judiciary or a staff of the judiciary, particularly the staff, the office of the sheriff? So the office of the sheriff will be the first port of call with respect to that.
Mr. Jallow.
So maybe his mind eluded him.
Please answer the question. Ignore the fact that I
did not call him.
You did not call the
I did not call him to give whatever. I did not call him.
Mr. Jallow.
Mr. Witness.
Yes.
Please just answer counsel's questions,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you.
When she asks, if you have an answer, provide the answer. Please.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Jallow, are you also telling this committee that after saying that you did not inform, or you weren't the one that informed the sheriff at the time about the order, that at no point after the delivery of the order and throughout the sales did you ever go to the office of the sheriff? Perhaps to speak to the sheriff?
Yes.
Or the deputy sheriff?
Yes.
Or the bailiffs or any other person there?
No, counsel. No. I don't have to.
Mr. Jallow, now visiting the sheriff aside, did you ever have a conversation with the bailiffs, the deputy sheriff, or the sheriff with regards to the sale of this cattle?
No, I don't have any discussions with them regarding the sales of the cattle. That is purely under their purview.
Mr. Jallow, did you take part in the sale?
Yes, I did.
How did you come to take part in the sales?
By instruction from the Attorney General and Minister of Justice.
How did you learn about the date of sale?
Of course, I will know because, as I said, Moro Musa is in my team and he has informed me that they are going to conduct the sales. So obviously, they will request that I accompany them as one who was there to conduct the inventory. That is obvious. Then I went to Honorable Tambedu to say that the sheriff will be conducting the sales on so and so day, and he said, please accompany them and witness.
So it is not the AG that informed you about the sales?
No, it was I that informed the AG about the sales. Yes.
How did you learn about the sales?
Because I said Moro Musa has told me that they are going to conduct the sales.
So you were speaking to Moro Musa?
Moro Musa is with me. He's with me every day.
Jallow,
yes.
I asked you.
Yes.
I said,
yes.
At any point in time,
yes.
did you speak to the sheriff? You said no. Did you speak to the deputy sheriff? You said no. Did
yes.
you speak to bailiffs
yes.
at the office of the sheriff?
Yes.
You said no.
Yes.
What is Moro Musa's position at the sheriff?
Moro Musa was part of the task force which I was leading.
Is Moro Musa a bailiff or not?
He's a bailiff.
So when I asked you, did you speak to a bailiff at the sheriff? Why did you say no?
The context in which you ask it, in that context, no.
Mr. Jallow, we're not dealing with context.
No, I understand.
You just have to answer the questions. Let me finish my sentence.
That's my answer.
Mr. Jallow,
yes.
Let me finish what I'm saying. When I asked you, did you speak to a bailiff? You said no. It's not about whether the bailiff, we talked about the order. You said you did not inform the sheriff about the order.
No.
Then I said sales. Did you discuss sales with the sheriff? You said no. Did you discuss sales with the deputy sheriff? You said no. Did you discuss sales with the bailiffs? You said no. So now why are you saying that you spoke to Mr. Moro Musa Sisi? When he is in fact a bailiff at the office of the sheriff.
The events preceding the sales, I have no discussion with them. But shortly before the sales, I have been informed by him that they are going to conduct the sales. And subsequently, I went to Honorable Ba to tell them that, in fact, the order has the sheriff will be conducting the sales of the cattle, and that is how he gave me instructions to participate. But prior to that, in terms of their arrangements, whether I have spoken to anyone regarding arrangements for the sale of cattle, I did not talk to anybody regarding arrangements for the sale of that. It's out of my way.
So essentially, you spoke to a personnel of the office of the sheriff?
Yeah, a personnel of the office of the sheriff has informed me that they are going to conduct the sales.
Mr. Jallow,
yes.
You spoke to a personnel at the office of the sheriff about the sales? A
personnel spoke to me about the sales.
But you did not speak to them?
I inquiring. Not I inquiring.
I did not ask you whether you asked the bailiffs or the sheriff or the deputy sheriff.
Yes.
My question is, did you speak to anybody at the office of the sheriff?
Somebody from office of the sheriff has spoken to me, not me as asking, but somebody from office of the sheriff informing me.
I am not asking you whether you asked or made inquiries. My question is, did you have a conversation with someone from the office of the sheriff with regards to the sales?
In such a context, I would say yes, since he has called, that's a conversation.
Thank you. Let's move on. So you spoke to the Attorney General and then he asked you to join the sheriff.
That's correct.
At the sales.
That's correct.
After that, what happened?
Indeed, I joined the sales.
Okay. When was the first day of sales?
I cannot remember on top of my head, Counsel.
Take a look at your submissions.
Which one particularly, Counsel? You're talking about the statement or is it the statement or which one? I don't know which submission that will be. I think that should be, in terms of the sales, that will be conducted, that will be captured in the sheriff's report. Which one, please? Could you guide me? Which of the?
Sorry, it's MOJ 8F3. Attachments of MOJ 8F3. Secretariat, kindly help the witness locate MOJ
8F3. I have the sheriff's report. One is not clear.
We'll give you a clear copy.
Okay. The one dated 26th March 2018.
It's supposed to be the fourth page of MOJ 8F3.
Okay. Yes, it's here.
Fourth page. When is the first day of sale?
On the fourth, this is one. Is it that I have something incomplete or what? The sales auctions were, okay, 9th January 2018.
Very well. So you were present at the sales on this day?
Correct.
How many cattle? Sorry, before we get into the sales of cattle, Mr. Jallow, when the Attorney General asked you to join or to be present at the sales, what role were you supposed to play there?
I'm a witness to the sales, to go and witness the sales, observe.
Why was it necessary for you as Registrar General to be a witness to the sales?
I don't see it in the light of Registrar General, but the staff of the Ministry of Justice involved in the assets management and recovery process, and so obviously I would be the right person under the circumstances, and having regard to the fact that I was the one who went there and took inventory, naturally I'll be the one identified to go and do that.
Mr. Jallow, these livestock or the cattle were not vested in your control and custody.
Absolutely, they were not.
They were not?
Yes.
So why was it necessary for you to be there?
I took inventory of them, and I'm part of the task force.
You took an inventory of them, and that is why the Attorney General asked you to go?
Because I'm part of a task force.
Who else accompanied you on these days that you went to the sales?
No one accompanied me. So I was with them. No other person accompanied me.
You went alone?
With members of the task force.
And who are they?
Of course, part of them is the sheriff himself, and also, of course, the guy from the SIS was also there, the farm managers.
All right. Mr. Jallow, so when you got to the sales ground on the first day, 9th of January 2018, who did you meet there?
The farm managers.
And
the herdsmen.
Okay, who else?
That's all.
Those were the only people you found at the farm?
Except for those who will come to buy cattle.
Any other?
And the security.
Any other officials from
no.
Any government department,
no,
ministry?
I cannot remember anybody from departments who came purposely for that. No.
What about who else was there from the office of the sheriff? Was the sheriff present?
Yeah, the sheriff was there.
The sheriff was present on all the days from the 9th to the 30th of January. You were present on all days of sale. And the sheriff was also present on all the days.
There were days that, I think there was 1 or 2 days when he was not available, but I cannot remember which of the days.
Okay, the sheriff, all right.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Jallow, there's a document, I believe you're looking at it. It begins at the fourth page of MOJ 8F3.
Okay.
It's titled Record of Sales in the Matter of the State versus Yahya Jammeh.
Correct.
In bracket Kanilai Farm.
Correct.
Mr. Jallow, the signature lines at the bottom of this document. It's recorded by Alaji Kasama, bailiff, and they are witnesses to this document as well.
Correct.
Several,
Correct.
Including yourself.
Correct.
So, Mr. Jallow, quick question. When this document, before we talk about your signature here, were you keeping track of the number of cattle being sold?
No, I was not.
You were not?
No.
So eventually, when the bailiff that prepared this, it is recorded by Alaji Kasama, bailiff, when he prepared this document and you signed it, did you verify the figures?
No, I did not verify these figures. I just signed because they have endorsed it. They prepared it, their document.
You were asked to sign and you signed?
Yes, I signed it and they brought it to my office. And they left me with a copy and a report and I forwarded it to the ministry.
Mr. Jallow, didn't you say the Attorney General just sent you or assigned you to just go to the grounds and just observe? Why were you signing the reports of the sheriff?
Well, I did not sign his report, his record of sales. I believe, in fact, normally I should not even have signed this document. But maybe they thought since we were there, it was important that we sign the document. But I did not verify as such. It was only when this thing even came to the National Assembly here that I realized, in fact, these figures are fundamentally flawed. But I now did my calculations and realized that the figure in the report, the amount in the report is far exceeds what is in the records of the one I signed. I said, okay, then that must have been a human error for them. But it's not a document I prepared, it's not emanating from me, and I am sure of the person who prepared it is coming from them, and once they have approved it, the person who is in charge of it has, of course, endorsed it. Any other person who signed it is seen as a witness and not a person who prepared the records of sale. Mr.
Jallow, when did you sign this document?
I wouldn't remember when I signed it, definitely.
You cannot remember?
I cannot remember. That one I cannot remember.
You had mentioned that the document had already been endorsed at the time you were signing.
Yeah, by them.
So you're saying that every other person's name on this document, every other person whose name is on this document had signed before you did?
Exactly, because we are only two who are not members of the office of the sheriff.
Only two? Who are you and who?
Myself and Jallow, the one with the surname Jallow.
From SIS?
Exactly.
In brackets.
Exactly.
Mr. Jallow?
Yes, please.
You've stated that ordinarily you shouldn't have signed this document.
Yeah.
So why did you sign it?
Well,
didn't you find it strange?
It's a bit strange for me. I should not have signed this document, really. It was not emanating from me, really. I should not have signed it.
So, Mr. Jallow, perhaps you played a role that is more than the role of a witness.
No, I signed as a witness on the document. I did not sign as the author.
I'm not saying you signed you as an author. I'm saying, yes, I understand.
In the process, you mean, yes. Indeed, yes, I helped them.
Okay.
Yeah, I helped them.
How did you help them?
Mobilizing the cattle and, of course, in fact, even sometimes when they are doing the pricing, I am there and I help them. For the first day, I was just standing aside, but at some point, I saw there was a need to help, and I helped.
Mr. Jallow, you said the AG just asked you to witness, just to stand and observe.
My instructions are to witness. That's
okay.
True.
So now you're saying you helped them mobilize gather the cattle.
I have to be honest.
Right? So let me complete what I'm saying. Yeah. You said you gather the cattle and even helped them when they were pricing.
Correct.
Were you not overstepping your bounds or doing more than you were instructed at this point?
No, I'm not overstepping my bounds because I am working with someone who has the authority, who has the mandate to deal with it. So any other person who plays a role there is merely in support of that person.
Who is this person you're referring to?
The Honorable Sheriff is the person who has the authority to conduct the sales.
Yes.
Any other person who goes there and plays a role is just merely in furtherance of that role.
Yeah, but Mr. Jallow, you don't work for the sheriff. You don't work for the judiciary.
Yes.
You work for the Attorney General. And the Attorney General said, Mr. Jallow, just go and observe the sales procedure. Why were you involved in pricing?
Counsel,
as a witness, somebody that was just supposed to observe.
As a young person who was there and saw the need to help, Counsel, you don't expect me to just go and stand.
You were supposed to observe. That is what the AG said, isn't it?
That's what my instructions are. Go and witness.
Yes. So why did you do more than witnessing?
You will be inclined to help under the circumstances.
Did you
contact? You were not there.
All right. So did you contact the AG when you saw that perhaps they needed help?
I don't have contact. I don't have contact with the AG.
You were doing more than you were supposed to.
No. I wasn't. The person who has conduct of the sale is there. If that person is not interested in my help, he will tell me I don't need your help. So whatever roles I play there, of course, was a role that was approved by the sheriff. And that will be in order, Counsel.
Did you have a discussion with the sheriff about helping with pricing before the day of the sales?
No, we did not discuss, so let's go and help me with the pricing or so. No, we didn't discuss that.
Okay.
It was just something that happened impromptu, and I supported. I will not hide that one. I have to say it. So whether or not I was asked to go and witness also, what is true is that if you have played a role somehow, say it. I mean, I have played a role. I did not just go and stand and be an onlooker. I participated in the sales. I helped them very well.
Mr. Jallow, I am not even going to dispute whether you helped them very well or not.
Yes.
Mr. Jallow, my issue here is you had instructions that said go and observe, but you went to the point. Not only did you observe, you gathered cattle. You did not stop there. Mr. Jallow, you priced cattle, and then you also went on to sign a records of sales by the Honorable Sheriff. You, that is working for another arm of government, you decided to witness a document of the Honorable Sheriff. That's why I'm saying, Mr. Jallow, you acted beyond your bounds.
No, I didn't act beyond my bounds, Counsel. No. I didn't.
More than the instructions you were given.
My instructions are gone.
Outside the instructions.
But of course, whatever I do on the ground, there's also another authority who could permit that.
Mr.
And
Jallow,
that will be within my bounds.
Mr. Jallow, my issue here is, before we talk about what happened in the ground, you did more than the Attorney General instructed you to do. Am I correct?
My answer is that I was within my
bounds. I'm not asking you for a reason. I'm saying you did more than the Attorney General asked you to do, yes or no?
Yes.
Very good. So let's go to sale grounds. Mr. Jallow, why did you feel the need to help the Honorable Sheriff price the cattle?
Not necessarily I pricing cattle. On the first day of their sales, help in that process. In fact, I was just there standing. On the second day, I did not help. But on the third day, someone appeared, and he said he has some experience in selling cattle, and we had a word, and he pointed to some card and said, this can cost this, this can cost this. I said, is that so? He said, yes. I said, okay, let me go and see the Honorable Sheriff. So I went to the Honorable Sheriff and I said, look, this person said he can support, and they approved that he can support them. So I said, okay, if that is the case, then let's see how we move on. Then he said he can support, and he was a volunteer who came and said he was going to help. I did not invite him. He came and he said he can help us, and indeed he helped. So what did I do in that process, just to make it easy, facilitate the process? I went to the city. I said, you know what? Let me help you. Give me a piece of paper. So he will give me a piece of paper. Then this person will assist us. If he assists, then I will write for him. But we are there. It's not a question. This is.
Sorry, Mr. Jallow, can you just wait? The mic seems to be going in and out. Let it be changed. Yeah. Yes, please. Technical, please help.
Thank you.
All right, please continue. It's off. Turn it on. Yes, please continue.
Yeah, so that was it. And we will all be there. And if he suggests that this could cost this, we will insist that it is paid. So I descended into the arena and became tough to ensure that at least they realize, maximum out of the sales. And the sheriff will tell you that I have always advised, look, try and make the most out of the sales. And this person supported. I think he was there for 2-3 days, if my memory serves. He did not even stay all through, and then he left. So that was how we are helping. And if they were also to conduct a bulk sale, for example, if they were to conduct a bulk sale, for example, everybody stood, and some cattle will be identified. Everybody was there. Then a price will be set. They will record it and have their money. That is as far as I know. And this person who came there for information only spent a few days and vanished.
Vanished?
Yeah, he left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Jallow, you keep saying this person. What is this person's name?
That is Mr. Kora, Mr. Amadou Kora.
Amadou Kora.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the first time I met him.
That's the first time you ever met him?
Yeah.
So, was Mr. Kora a buyer?
I wouldn't know.
Did he buy any cattle in your presence?
Not to my knowledge. I'm not aware. I did not see him buy.
So you were there standing, and then Mr. Kora appeared before you and told you that
he can help.
He can help.
So I introduced him to the sheriff, and then they accepted him.
That's quite random, Mr. Jallow, isn't it?
I wouldn't know. For me, it's not. For me, it's not.
That is your first time meeting somebody you never met, just came up to you and said, I can help you with pricing. And you said, all right, let me introduce him to the sheriff.
It's the first time I met him. I never knew him before.
You've never met him before?
Never.
And after that, have you seen him?
No, after that, the only time I saw him was when there was noise about his presence at the sales ground. I met him, I called him. In fact, I tried to get his number, I couldn't. So I met him, and I told him that there is noise about your participation in the cattle sale, but that is not for you, that is for us who were on the ground. That time I met, but after that I never had any meeting with him. I don't know him, I don't have any relationship with him. That was the only time I met him. Those are the only 2 instances I met him. Apart from that, no. And I cannot disown him too, because he was there and he has supported me. So if someone comes to give you support, you can only be grateful. I cannot disown him. Whatever he says, I will not disown him.
Mr. Jallow, you were the Registrar General.
Correct.
One of the most senior positions of the Ministry of Justice.
Correct.
Am I right?
Correct.
Mr. Jallow, the judiciary was conducting sale. You're from the executive. And you decided to act beyond the instructions you were given by the Attorney General. And you do not even try to seek permission from Attorney General or inform him of what you were doing at the sales ground. And then a stranger that you have never met tells you that I can help with pricing, and you as Registrar General, a very senior government official, you decided to introduce this random individual to the sheriff. Don't you find that strange that you were doing more than you were supposed to?
No, I was not doing more than I was supposed to do. I was not the person who has conduct of the sales. So I could not have been the one who approved. I have to introduce him to the sheriff. If they approve, then he will participate.
But why did you feel the need to introduce them to the sheriff?
Because he has said he has expertise in it.
That's it?
Yeah.
So if multiple people approach you there to say that I have expertise in the sale of cattle, you would have also introduced all those people to the sheriff.
You must have shown that you have a skill in it. And for this particular person, let me tell you, Counsel, this Mr. Kora, when he appeared at the sales ground, you could see that he is well known in this street. Everybody was saying Kora, 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 Kora. So it's like for them, Kora has come and things are not going to work for them now. He is well known, and you can find out. I understand, in fact, after all this, that he has held big time projects for ICT and others, and all has to do with livestock. He's a well known person in that. After that's what I've come to find. So I did not overstep my bounds. I was already there on instructions, and any other thing that I do there was with the approval of the person who has conduct of the sales.
Mr. Jallow, you said Mr. Kora also helped you. So perhaps you went there with the intention to play a role more than that of an observer, as the Attorney General had sent you to do.
No, that's your opinion, but no.
It's a question.
No.
You went there with the intention to do more than observing.
My answer is no, Honorable Counsel.
You did not go to the sales ground with the intention of doing more than the Attorney General asked you, which was to just observe the sales.
No.
So, Mr. Jallow, after you were supposed to observe the sales, which you did not do, you did more than observing the sales. When the sales were completed, did you report back to the Attorney General?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
How did you report back to the Attorney General?
The sheriff sent in a report.
No, I'm talking about apart from before the sheriff's report. Because the sheriff's report is attached to a memo dated 10th of July 2018. The sales were completed on the 30th of January. So this was what, almost 6 months after sales? That is when you reported to the Attorney General.
I did an internal memo after the sales, personally, an internal memo.
Almost 6 months after the sales?
No, immediately after the sales. I did an internal memo.
All right.
I submitted it, and thereafter, the sheriff came with a report. The sheriff's there are two. There is a report which has the amount that was realized, and the one that is probably, that I said I have signed and I was not supposed to sign. There are two. So I also forwarded those to the Attorney General. My own, actually I did my own early. There's a short internal memo which I sent to the Honorable Solicitor General. I think it's a one-page report which I prepared, and I submitted it to the Attorney General. To the Solicitor General, copied the Attorney General. I wouldn't remember what its date was, but I have indicated in that report that indeed the sheriff will be preparing a report subsequently to share with us. And so when the sheriff's report came, I also shared it with the Attorney General and Minister of Justice.
So, Mr. Jallow, did you submit a copy of this memo to the clerk of the Assembly?
Yes, it should be. It's part of the documents I brought.
We have the memo of the 10th of July. You said immediately after the sales, you wrote a short one-page memo.
Yeah.
Addressed it to the Solicitor General and copied the Attorney General.
Okay.
You've not submitted this memo to the Assembly.
I could not find it, but I can still search for it. It was even yesterday. I was at the ministry to look for documents. I spent a greater part of my day yesterday at at the Ministry of Justice to trace documents. So I'm on the search for it. I may definitely stumble on it one, and anytime I stumble on it, I will bring it here. But I did report to the Attorney General, Minister of Justice. Anytime I find it, I'll bring it to this committee.
So, Mr. Jallow, when you reported to the Attorney General, can you remember the contents of the memo you wrote?
Yes, I can remember the contents.
All right.
I can remember the contents.
Please tell the committee what was contained in that memo.
One of the things I said is that, the sheriff sales have been conducted of the livestock. I remember in that memo I have stated that the sheriff sales have been conducted of the livestock, and that I was present throughout the sales. And where, if my memory serves also, I think I mentioned the locations where the sales were conducted. And I also indicated that they have realized, this much. I don't know whether I stated the exact amount also, because that is, what the information that was coming. But I said that, if my memory serves well, that the sheriff himself will be preparing a report that will be shared with the Ministry of Justice. That those are some of the things I can remember, but I cannot remember the date when I, did that internal memo. But for the things I mentioned, I think I can recollect. I have mentioned that I was there as per his instructions. It was addressed to the Solicitor General, and that I have attended the sales. I have been to all the sites where the sales were conducted. And I've also indicated that the sheriff will be preparing a report that he will share with us in due course. And when the sheriff's report came, I just forwarded it to the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, again via internal memorandum.
So in your memo, you did not include that you were pricing cattle?
That would not be necessary.
And gathering cattle.
But I'm not a one who was supposed to go and do pricing of cattle. That would not be necessary to
The Attorney General was very specific in his instructions. So don't you think if you acted outside of his instructions, you were supposed to tell him what happened?
I don't need to
so
tell
that
him.
He will not be surprised.
I don't need to tell him that the sheriff has conducted, this is the way sheriff conducted there. I don't have to tell him that is for the sheriff. It's not for me.
Mr. Jallow, it's not the way the sheriff conducted.
Yes.
You had specific instructions that you were supposed to carry out at the sales ground.
Yes.
And you did more than the...
I don't have to tell that to the Attorney General.
So you believe that if you do more than the Attorney General instructed, you are not supposed to inform the Attorney General?
Indeed, Counsel.
Just like how when you relocated the former president's family in Kotu to another house, you did not inform the Attorney General. This one was also like that. You don't think it's necessary?
I don't have to tell him that, Counsel. I don't have to try to tell him what? That I was there, I was pricing,
because you were not supposed to do that. That is why you did not tell the Attorney General.
I will not tell the Attorney General that. I will not tell him.
You were not supposed to do that. That is why you did not tell the Attorney General.
I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. That's your opinion.
Mr. Jallow,
it's not mine.
I'm not giving you my opinion here. The Attorney General was very specific, and you informed this committee that Attorney General said I should go observe. Yes. You went, you priced, you gathered cattle. You did not think it was necessary.
In my candid opinion, I don't have to.
Mr. Jallow, I'm not asking you whether you have to or not, or whether it's your opinion or not.
Yes.
My question is, you did not find it necessary to inform the Attorney General?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Counsel.
Let's move forward. So you spoke about Mr. Kora. You said Mr. Kora has expertise. How did you determine that Mr. Kora had expertise?
I wouldn't know that. It was him that said it.
You said it.
No, yes, I said that after I've come to realize that this person is somebody who knows about cattle sales. About cattle generally, he knows about it. Yeah.
How did you know that?
No, I mean, even
you relied on his words.
Yes, and even on the ground, you can tell when he came. Everybody know him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's well known. Kora, everywhere. They all know him.
Everybody was just saying his name.
Yes, when they saw him, they know him. I wouldn't know him, but when he came on the ground, you could see that this is somebody well known.
Mr. Jallow, how many days was Mr. Cora present in the sales? And the sales took, just before you answer, let me count the number of days. The sales took 5 days to be completed.
Okay.
And how many days was Mr. Cora present?
I cannot remember how many days he was present, but I know he was not present on the fourth day, if my memory serves well. He was also not present on the second day. I think he came on the third day. And so he also came like any other person who was there, because it was a very chaotic environment. There are so many people at the on-site, so many people. It's a very chaotic environment.
All right. So you had mentioned that there was noise about sales. Just now. You're saying that, I asked you, how many times did you speak to Mr. Amadou Kora after the sales? You said you only spoke to him once when there was noise about the sales. What do you mean by noise about the sales?
What was going on the social media, that he was the one who went and did the pricing of the cattle. So I met him. I told him, you don't have to worry. You were not the one who had conduct of the sales. The people who were on the ground you found are the ones who have conduct of the sale. So please, you don't have to worry. But after that, I have no word with him.
Let's continue.
Yeah, that's all.
Mr. Jallow, did you speak to Mr. Kora in person, or you spoke over the phone?
I called him and we met.
You met in person. Why did you feel the need to reassure Mr. Kora?
Because he may worry, and he has come there and assisted us. I feel I need to make him not to worry, that he has no responsibility.
Assisted you? You were not the one conducting the sale, so why are you trying to give assurances to somebody that was not even supposed to be play any part in the sale, entire sale? Why did you feel the need to give him reassurance, to assure him?
I am a considerate person, and for me, if you have assisted me, and I feel your name could be, misrepresented in the affair, as a human being who believes in myself and who believes in fair play, I will calm you down. That is my nature, and I will not run away from that responsibility. And I've told him clearly that you need not worry, because you were not the one who have conduct of the sale. You came and assisted and you left. And in fact, he was not even paid for anything. He merely assisted a few days. I don't know, 2 days or 3 days. I cannot remember exactly how many days he spent there. And then he left. He was there like any other person. So for me as a human being, I am considerate. I have to be honest to myself. I cannot use help. People will not help me and then I abandon them or pull head. I will not do that, quite frankly.
That is very kind of you, Mr. Jallow.
Thank you, Councillor.
Welcome.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Jallow, did you call the former sheriff to also give him some reassurances so that he can be calm after the noise?
Why will I call the sheriff to give assurances? He has conduct of the sales.
Yes.
So
you felt the need to reassure somebody that was appointed that was not appointed in any way, shape, or form, a private individual. You said let me complete what I have to say.
Yes.
You said that you were calling Mr. Amadou Kora to assure him.
Yeah.
Why did you call the sheriff to assure him, or maybe perhaps did you call Modu Musa to assure him?
I will never do that.
Why not?
Because they have conduct of the sales. Instead, they should call me instead.
Why should they call you?
Well, I'm taking you from what you are saying. I will not call
you. Say you're the one that was calling to give reassurances. So why didn't you extend that grace to the sheriff and his staff?
Because they are the ones who have conduct of the sales, not me. This one came and met me, and I introduced him to the sheriff. So I feel that at least I should tell him that he should not worry. Of course, that is not for me to call. For me to call the sheriff to ask why. Because
since he did not have conduct of the sales, so why should he be worried?
I have to assure him that he should not be worried. But I know that he may be worried, hearing his name everywhere, that he was the one who went and did the pricing. So I would not want to play into that politics. And so that I tell him that, you know what, you came there and you assisted us. Any other thing that is said about you, please calm down. It's for the people who have conduct of the sale, not you. And that is fair, and that is human, and that is dignified, in my judgment. That is dignified. Yeah.
So, Mr. Jallow, Mr. Kora was assisting you or assisting the sheriff?
Assisting the sheriff.
Okay, but you keep saying assisting me.
Well, maybe that's a slip of the tongue.
Several times?
Any other person there was assisting the sheriff counsel. So in case I make that kind of remark again, just take it that.
I cannot take it as that.
It is inadvertent. We are all in support of the sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Jallow.
Yes, please, counsel.
How did you get Mr. Kora's contact when the noise happened? Or what you call the noise? Is it citizens' concern is what you're calling noise?
This is a small community. To get the number is easy.
All right. We're also interested in Mr. Kora's number, so.
If I want to get your number, I can go through people and get it.
You don't need to get my number. We're interested in Mr. Kora's number.
I'm saying that if I need your number, I can get it through people. I can get it in other ways.
Mr. Jallow, we need Mr. Kora's number.
Well,
Give us Mr. Kora's number.
I don't have it off here. I don't even have his number as such. When I got it, I just called him and I told him.
And then you deleted it?
Delete? Why would I delete it?
So
but I will not save it.
Why?
I don't need to save it. Why would I have to save it?
All right. So now when we're done, Honorable Chair, I want to make an application here that Mr. Jallow provides number of Mr. Amadou Kora so that the investigators can get in touch with him after his testimony. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Councillor, is that all?
Yes, please.
Okay.
May I proceed? Or does the chair want to comment?
No,
All
that's all
right.
right.
Okay. So, Mr. Jallow, let's take a look at the sale report that you did not verify. Mr. Jallow, were you not concerned when you were signing this report that there are figures, numbers, the number of livestock sold, the amounts they were sold for, and the total amount? Were you not concerned when you were signing that perhaps maybe you should verify before signing this?
I trusted the person who has conduct of the sales, and the mere fact that they have endorsed it is an indication that it is okay. And if by virtue of their their experience, they can prepare sales records and bring it, and he thought in the best interest of whatever has transpired, we who were there also need to sign. We signed it. But then if you look at it, if you look at this, the records after the investigation, I checked, I read through, and I realized that they had a problem with the tabulation. And I said to myself, what would have accounted for this mistake in tabulation? So I was reflecting, and I said, okay, the person who did the tabulation might have, I'm not supposed to be going to explanations, but let me just do
no, please do.
For the record,
you
for
can
people to
continue.
understand. That's my own understanding. That's my own take of what might have happened. I think he might have had plenty of cash and didn't know how to distribute the cars in respect of the individual buyers. That's what I think. That's what I think. It's my own thought. And so he decided to see how to fix it, and might have missed in the process. That is what I think. Because, for example, in the bulk sales, you can realize over $1 million in a bulk sale, for example. So if that happens, and you now go at night or wherever you are sitting and you want to do your mathematics, and you did not record properly, you will see that there is one individual, but you wouldn't know how many cattle that person bought if you have not recorded properly. That is my own thought. I'm not saying that is what happened. So when I looked at it, I said, no, this is serious. I said, okay, let me add the figures. But there will be a serious problem if the figures there are more than what they have reported in terms of the process that they realized. I added. I said, but this one is even less than what they reported. I said, okay, then that's okay. Then I did something else. I put everything together the numbers there, and then I divided it. I realized that even for the calves, if you were to divide it now by 724 or 725, you will realize that no one cattle sold for less than 10,000, including the cows. I say, okay, then there is a mistake in the tabulation. So I would have been much worried. I would have been much more worried if this sales record has indicated a higher amount as opposed to what they reported. Then that would be a cause for concern for me.
Council, 1 minute?
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Council. I think the witness should give us more information because he seems to be very familiar with this report. Maybe he needs to give us more information.
Indeed, Honorable.
Yeah, he's very familiar. Yeah.
Yes. So, Mr. Jallow, please expand on your explanations about the figures not tallying, and you mentioned if we divide. Did you say if we divide the total number of cash?
After looking at this,
Yes, please explain.
just 2-3 days ago, I did some mathematics. I said, okay, let me divide this by the second report, because they gave me 2 reports. The one is the one bearing the records, the names of the individuals. The other one is the one that summarized the sales and indicated a total amount. I said, okay, let me see whether this is less than this. I realized that the one bearing the names of the individuals had less money than the one they reported to be the final sales record or sales report, funds realized from the sales. So I did a division, and I realized that for all the cattle they sold, if you do that mathematics, you realize that each cattle have sold more than $10,000. So there must be a problem with their tabulation. That's where their problem lies. If the records were properly received and everybody's name was properly written and the number of cattle you bought against your name and the prices, they would not have fallen in this situation. So I take comfort in the fact that the sales record bears less than what they reported. That is my understanding. That is my own understanding. That's how I looked at it. I was going to worry if the sales record produced or indicated more money than what they reported. That's my understanding. That's my own assessment. But prior to today, or prior to the call of investigations, I did not even interact with this document. The moment it came, my practice is I receive it, prepare internal memoranda, attach, and submit to the Ministry of Justice. The only time I saw it was when I needed it, and I went to the Ministry of Justice, I obtained this. That was the only time I interacted. Thenceforth, I never interacted with it. So I wouldn't know what happened. But that's my own human judgment. That's what I think happened in the situation.
That's a very detailed opinion about the report, isn't it?
Thank you, Council.
All right. So, Mr. Jallow, you mentioned that you took a look at this report after the citizens' concerns that you call noise. So after the noise on social media, you went to look at the report and you found these figures and discrepancies.
The only time I looked at the report after it was first given to me was when I was requested to present these records.
Who gave it to you?
The records office at the Ministry of Justice.
At the Ministry of Justice.
Yeah.
They gave you this document that we are looking at. This record of sales.
Yeah. Even yesterday I saw it there.
You saw it there.
I was looking for other documents. I was the one who submitted this thing to the Ministry of Justice. So if I had had issues with this document, I would not submit it to the Ministry of Justice. If I had known that they have mistakes in their tabulation, I would give it back to them and say, go and work on this. So there is nothing to hide. If I were hiding, I would not have submitted it to the Ministry of Justice. It was I that submitted to the Ministry of Justice. So I don't think that anybody can associate me with anything in this regard.
Mr. Jallow, so you say you did have this report before you came to testify. Why isn't this report part of your submissions?
It is there.
It is not. We obtained this report from the Ministry of Justice ourselves.
Wait, let me show you. My own is not very clear. That's why we are using the Ministry of Justice's own. Don't forget, the other day it was there.
We are using the Ministry of Justice's own because that is what the committee has, and that is what we have shown you.
No, that is what is clear.
We're not using Ministry of Justice's copy because your copy is not clear.
Okay, wait. Here is the one I submitted. Report on capital sale. It's here. If you want to satisfy yourself, this is submitted to you. It's here. With my internal memoranda. I submitted this. This is my report, Council, and I can read it. It's here. It's me who submitted this. You have it. Don't forget, Council. It's easy. Sometimes you can forget. The other day, when we were here.
Mr. Jallow.
No, wait.
I'm not forgetting.
No, you are forgetting.
I'm not forgetting.
When we were here, my first appearance, you said it is not the photocopying is not good. Let us use the MOJ one.
That is a different report. That was the inventory.
No, it was this.
It was your inventory.
It was this. It's this. This is one that is blood. It's this, Council. It's this. It was this, Council.
Yeah, what that is,
I submitted this thing to you, and I was the one also who submitted the same copy to the Ministry of Justice.
All right, Mr. Jallow, hand that copy to the Secretariat.
You should have it in your records, in fact. It's here.
no, pentavolo.
So, Mr. Jallow, you said you searched the Ministry of Justice records yesterday. What did it yield? Any results? Did you find anything?
No, I couldn't trace anything. In fact, I also found them doing the same thing. I think they were requested to provide entire files, for the committee. So when I went there, in fact, they too were doing something for you. So we were all there trying to see, and I said, I want to see any letter which I have signed, I would like to see. But there's a particular letter I'm looking for which I could not find. That is the one you said, the one I wrote regarding the investigations at Farato and Banjulunding. I'm interested in that one. Because I did not submit that. I'm yet to submit it here. I'm also searching for the internal memorandum I did immediately after the sales. Because my practice is that anytime I'm sent to do something, when I return, it's either by word of mouth, I'll come and explain, depending on the nature of the transaction. I will either do an internal memo, or I'll come and meet the authority and explain by word of mouth, if that is what is appropriate under the circumstances.
So, Mr. Jallow, before we move on, in the entire 5 days that you were present at the sale, not once did you decide to keep record of the transactions happening there for your own benefit?
No, I did not keep transactions, and I did not receive money. I was not associated with anything, apart from the fact that I was there, and at least I helped to the extent that I said. But
you
apart from
prices.
that, yeah, to the no.
Okay.
Cancel.
But you said you helped with pricing.
Cancel.
What is the difference with setting that and setting prices?
I don't set prices.
Okay, but you helped with pricing.
Prices. That will amount to setting prices.
That's what you said earlier, Mr. Jallow.
But
it's fine. The record will reflect what you said earlier.
Cancel. Thank you.
So, Mr. Jallow.
Yes, Council.
Let's move on to other assets of other movable assets of President Jammeh?
Thank you, Council. Yes, Council.
Mr. Jallow, let's move on to the other assets of President Jammeh. Sorry, before we actually move on, in your inventory that you took and submitted to the Commission and the AG, you had mentioned rams, and I think one of them there's ducks, goat. Did you find these animals on these farms at the time of sale?
No, the goats and the, yeah, they were found there, and they were all sold.
They were sold?
Yeah.
Mr. Jallow, the report does not reflect that the rams and the goats were sold. You can take a look. The record of sales?
No, you mean the rams at Kanila? They were not sold.
They were not sold?
They were not sold.
How many, did you count them on the day of sale, on the days you went to
I did not interact with them. According to the farm manager who was there at the time, the farm manager who was there at the time, he said the rams died. The farm manager who was there at the time. Yes.
The 37 rams, all of them died?
Yeah, according to him. That is Mr. Sanyang. So I did not, in fact, that was not even reported. So that should have been reported, but that is what he said. That was Mr. Sanyang at the time. So in fact, I did not award my mind to that. But for the goats and
the dogs.
I don't think, no, they didn't sell the dog, but they sold the goats.
They sold the goats?
Yeah, they sold
on the day you were there?
Yeah.
You saw them selling the goats?
Yes, they sold them. They sold them.
Okay.
There are a few goats. They sold them. I think it might have been reflected in the report.
You take a look at the report. The report that you signed and witnessed.
No, it's not in that one. I think it's in the other report. I think they sold them. That's what my memory can serve. Anyway. It's not in their report. I'm not seeing it. But I want to believe they sold them. That's what I believe. I cannot recollect. But I know that in my own inventory, the goats are mentioned and some dogs. I think the dogs were, I cannot remember exactly, but there were some dogs at, I think it's either Farato or Banjulundi, if my memory can serve well. Let me just check through the records. But I think they were sold. That's what I believe. Council, at this is Banjulunding and Farato. There were 13 sheep at Farato. And then you had
yes, Mr. Jallow.
yes.
So you're saying that you were told that all the rams died, all the sheep in Kanilai died?
Yeah, the sheep in Kanilai. That is what the farm managers reported. And I think that was even before the sales when he reported that. Perhaps the only issue would have been he did not put it in the form of writing, but he sent a message indeed to say, you know, he called to say that the rams have died.
So you're talking. We're not talking about the rams in Kanilai.
Yeah,
You also
Kanilai.
found rams in.
In Banjulunding.
Yes.
It's part of my report. Yeah.
Yes, you found and goats in Banjulunding.
Yeah.
Were these also sold?
That is what I want to believe. They were sold. That's what I believe. During that day, they were sold.
So, Mr. Jallow, when this report, record of sales, was brought to you, by the way, who from the office of the sheriff brought the record of sales to you?
It should be the sheriff himself, I believe, or some. I cannot remember. I cannot remember exactly who brought it.
Okay, so when this document was brought to you, record of sales, and you signed it, did you take time to read it, to go through it?
No, I did not. I just received it with the report. I attached them. Of course, after having signed, they gave me a copy. I did an internal memorandum, attached them, and submitted it to the Minister of Justice. The only other time I interacted with it was when the committee requested for it, and I went for it at the Ministry of Justice.
Mr. Jallow, you are a lawyer, and not only a lawyer, but you are the Registrar General. Again, I'll say it, one of the most senior officials at the Ministry of Justice. A document was presented to you, and you signed it without reading it. And you didn't have any concerns?
At that point in time, the mere fact that the report is very clear to me and it has indicated an amount, I was okay. I will believe that the amount indicated in the report, which was a very short one, is the same amount reflected in the records of sale. So I need not, I may not avert my mind to that to say, check whether the amount indicated in the report has also reflected in these records of sale. But in any event, as we speak today, I take comfort in the fact that the report has realized 8 something, and that is more than what the records of sale is indicating. So I take comfort in that. I am a very busy person. At that material moment when I received it, I could just look at the report and say, okay, this is what they have. Meanwhile, I have already informed my authorities that the sales have been conducted. I attach everything together, prepare an internal memorandum, and submitted it. If I knew that there is a problem with that records, and I have scrutinized it, I will definitely not submit it. And that can appeal to any person who has common sense, definitely. I would not have submitted it. I will look at it and say, you know what, your report has a problem. Take it back and prepare it better. So the only time I interacted with it was when an investigation was called for, and I went to the Minister of Justice and the Records Office and obtained it.
Jallow, what is the purpose of a witness signing a document that was authored by somebody else?
That is just to take note that yes, he has brought it, and I have witnessed that he has done it. That's all.
And you were also certifying there that
what he presented is what he believes to be the truth.
Not what he believes to be the truth, that what is on the document is accurate.
Yes, that is it. By him who prepared it.
You're also witnessing that it's accurate, especially considering you are not only signing this document as a mere witness, you were also present on every day of sale. So by signing the records of sale, you're saying that what happened on the ground is what is being reflected on this report. Am I correct?
The accuracy or otherwise of the records cannot be ascribed to me. I'm not the one who prepared the records. The person who prepared the records takes responsibility for the correctness or otherwise of that record. I am signing as a witness.
Mr. Jallow, you took inventory of livestock way before the sales. You were present at the sales. A report was prepared, and the number does not add up to the inventory that you took.
The number add up to the inventory I took. The number is shown on the report, and there are 2 reports cancelled. Let's distinguish.
Mr. Jallow, I'm not talking about the report. I will not even call that a report.
Yes.
The letter the sheriff wrote to the Solicitor General,
yes,
I will not call that a report. I'm talking about the records of sales, the table that contains the dates, the amounts paid, the names of the buyers, etc. That is what I'm referring to here. If I need to refer to the other document, I'll tell you which document I'm referring to. Mr. Jallow, you did an inventory. You were present at the sales ground. And then you were presented with a report that does not add up to the inventory, and you signed it.
It adds up to the inventory.
Mr. Jallow, how many cattle how many cattle did you find in Kanilai? You can take a look at your inventory.
634.
634. The entire record of sales that you have also before you. Do you know how many animals are contained there?
724. No, 725. 725. 725.
Mr. Jallow, I'm not talking about the report, the letter that the sheriff wrote. This summary. That is, let me just get you the date.
No, I have it here.
I'm not talking about that one.
Yes.
I'm talking about the table. I'm talking about the record of sales. That is marked emoji 8F3. Maybe I should make reference to that. Emoji 8F3. The table, 4th page. You're taking a look at that. It's titled Record of Sales in a Matter of the State.
Correct.
How many animals are contained in that report?
I didn't count, but this one showed me the animals. So obviously,
when I told you,
I
ignore
don't
this
know.
document now.
These two documents came to me at the same time. So what do you expect me to do? If this document is showing me that we sold 700 and X, and this one is also attached, you will believe in them. The document indicated 725. So obviously, it will hit your mind that, okay, this 725, which they say they have sold, is what is also reflected in the records of sale, naturally. So I binded them together, and then I submitted it, Council.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Yes, Honorable Fofana wanted to intervene, perhaps too.
Yes, so Mr. Jallow.
So you can, let me just finish this one. You can be confused by these two. You are receiving...
I'm not confused.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm speaking in general terms. Anyone...
So you can say you are confused about it.
I'm not confused as such. But
so
what I'm saying
talk about confusion.
What I'm saying is that you are asking whether the sales, as per their reports, reflected the number of cattle. Or you are trying to see whether the number of cattle which we took inventory of was what they have reported. I am telling you, yes, that is what they have reported. There are two reports. The one accompanying the records of sale is this which you call a letter. I will call it a report, but that's what the sheriff is indicating. It is indicating 700 and something cattle. If you put all the cattle together, you get to that figure, close to that figure, almost the same. So obviously, I will take it that number which they have stated in this the letter for you is indicating 725. So obviously, naturally, you will believe that this 725 is what is also recorded in the sales record. Right. And that is what I submitted to the Minister of Justice. Okay. So if there is a problem, then it's because they have not done tabulation well. But the accuracy or otherwise of that cannot be ascribed to me.
We're not ascribing the inaccuracy of the document to you.
Thank you, Counsel.
I'm saying you did not verify.
I did not verify. I have said that time and time again.
So, Mr. Jallow, what we're going to do now is, I would have given you the figure that is contained in the record of sales.
Okay.
But you seem very confident that this report the sheriff wrote to the Solicitor General and what is contained in the record of sales are the same. So, Honorable Chair, I...
No. I'm not saying that.
I would...
I don't think you are getting my point.
Please don't interrupt me. I'm speaking to the Honorable Chair.
Yes.
So let me speak to the Chair.
Okay, please.
Honorable Chair, so I'm going to request that we take a short break, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, so that the witness can count the number of livestock contained in the record of sales.
Thank you. That is granted. We take a short break for 10 minutes.
Thank you.
And then resume.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you.